She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it.
Hey, watch you! Hey, watch you! Hey, watch you!
Who is Soulja Boy?
Soulja Boy?
You!
Soulja Boy, tell me.
Soulja Boy, I finna oh. Why me crack it, why me roll? Why me crack that pretty boy sweat? Hey. Pretty boy sweat. Hey. Pretty boy sweat. I look at the bed, turn my swag on. Took a look in the mirror, said what's up?
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're gonna get into the story of Soulja Boy, and if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and join the team. My name is Antwoine, and you're watching Urban TV on Demand. Soulja Boy, aka Big Draco, the first rapper to get on YouTube and do everything when it comes to marketing music. Soulja Boy's been in the game for about 16 years and still haven't gotten his official flowers. When Soulja Boy first got into the game, he was the biggest artist on the internet. And that all leads to what I'm going to tell you in this story. So make sure you lock it in and stay tuned.
Soulja Boy, tell me. I look at the bed, turn my swag on.
Soulja Boy, whose real name is DeAndre Cortez Way, was born July 28, 1990, known professionally as Soulja Boy, formerly Soulja Boy Tell 'Em. DeAndre, aka Soulja Boy, was born in Chicago and then moved to Atlanta at the age of 6, and that's when he became interested in hip-hop music. At the age of 14, he then moved to Mississippi with his father, and his father was the one who bought him a computer and other equipment, in which Soulja Boy became Soulja Boy Tell 'Em. With the equipment his father bought, he learned how to record in his studio and explore every option of marketing his music on the internet. In November 2005, Soulja Boy posted his music on SoundCloud, and this was the beginning of his bright idea of how to market his music via internet. After getting so many positive reviews on SoundCloud, he branched out to other online sites like YouTube and MySpace back in 2007. He then released his first independent album, unsigned and still major, the album before the album. Now, what made Soulja Boy so unique and so different is that Soulja Boy giftedly figured out a way to get music to fans digitally versus at that time passing out mixtapes and selling CDs out of your trunk. He was able to reach far more of an audience in a small amount of time, and that was Soulja Boy's road to success. During his journey to success, Soulja Boy continued at a young age to seek avenues to post videos and also his music. So instead of looking for the crowd outside, he would find websites online that will welcome independent artists to promote their music, and he seeked them all. After posting on SoundCloud, he went #1 on their platform with the song Doodoo Head. This is what gave Soulja Boy the green light to keep going in that direction. Now, Soulja Boy is a bright guy. Even today, I notice how he does all his marketing so unique and different than other artists. See, here's the thing. A lot of artists today need a label to create this brand and this image. But Soulja Boy, he was able to create his own brand and image himself at a young age, which is brilliant. If everyone knew how to do this, you wouldn't need a record company. You can sign yourself, as long as you know how to market it. And that's what Soulja Boy mastered. Now, Soulja Boy isn't the greatest rapper. We all know that. We all know that if Soulja Boy was to battle a real rapper with skills, he probably would lose. But because Soulja Boy knows how to brand himself, he's gonna blow away when it comes to reaching a fan base.
She got it, she got it, she got it, she got it. She go, she go, she go, she go, she go. I'm back in this thing. I see that up.
Going forward, Soulja Boy ended up getting introduced to YouTube. After being on SoundClick for some time and having some success at that time, he moved to YouTube. Now, I must say, between that, he did promote his stuff on MySpace, which was a great website for artists as well. But MySpace was limited. Here comes YouTube. You can actually do a lot more. Now, because Soulja Boy was the first ever to post a music video on YouTube, his numbers and views went through the roof. Back in 2006, March 15 to be exact, is when he posted that first video. After having so much success on YouTube from his first video, he knew that he found a gold mine. Soulja Boy continued to post video after video after video, racking up views, numbers that was just incredible for his time. We're talking 15 years ago. We didn't even know what a YouTube was. We thought YouTube was just about a bunch of funny jokes. But Soulja Boy seen a whole different lane on YouTube for independent artists. And because he was the only one on the road, he was able to go full steam ahead. Now, Soulja Boy's videos on YouTube didn't consist of actual music videos professionally produced. These were videos he would record himself with his home camera. And it would be videos that he would play his song in the background and do dances. And that's when Soulja Boy reached the world. Soulja Boy figured out that all he has to do is go in his studio, create a dope song, and put a dance to it. Once he found out that everybody was relating with that process, he kept doing it again and again and again, and each time the numbers grew and the audience grew. At this time, Soulja Boy knew what he needed to do. He needed to record music that you can dance to, and that's exactly what he did. Soulja Boy started spending more time cranking out dance moves and dance steps because all his fans would copy it. So if you want to do the dance, you gotta listen to the song. And that's how it is today. So that whole dance concept with creating music and putting a dance step, if you seeing that today, you didn't know? Yeah, Soulja Boy started that. Well, at least he started that on the internet. Now that Soulja Boy figured out what all the fans liked and what they wanted, he then learned how to monetize. I mean, think about it. If you figure out what the fans want and they're following you, the next thing to figure out is how do you monetize the situation? And that's what Soulja Boy did. Now, while all the other artists on the come up are passing out free CDs, he figured out how to monetize his stuff on SoundClick. So now that he built his subscribers up and his fan base up onto YouTube, he was able to send all his new fans to SoundClick to download the song. I mean, again, like I said before, you're gonna need the song to do the dance. SoundClick split with Soulja Boy was 50-50. That was big. I mean, artists that was signed to labels wasn't even getting that much.
I generated over $100,000 with SoundClick.
Soulja Boy, I'm in it. Why me crack it, why me roll?
When I was getting money, it was called SoundClick. Now they got SoundCloud. And I was getting $50,000 downloads a day. I was charging 99 cents for the song, but they would take a 50% split.
Crank that soul, now why me? Crank that soul, now why me? Crank that soul, now why me?
Soulja Boy was able to create money from himself to do tours from all the money he was making on the platform. It was said he was making somewhere around $8,000 a day. He was able to buy better equipment, name brand clothes, jewelry, cars, you name it. After building his huge fan base, Soulja Boy's career would explode in 2007. And through it all, Soulja Boy was still young. Now that it was so easy for him to put out music and make money from it, no one could tell Soulja Boy anything. He knew his business and the labels wanted him. This album will be heard by the DJ, Mr. Kali, who had an inside deal with Interscope. In 2007, Soulja Boy came out with the biggest song ever.
What in the heck is that dance?
Ooh, Soulja Boy?
It was called Crank That Soulja Boy. He ended up signing a deal with Interscope. I don't exactly know how much was that deal, but I guarantee you it was a huge one. The Crank That dance went viral on YouTube. It was just a basic video in a small apartment, poor quality, but the fans loved it. At that point, Soulja Boy realized, as long as you keep feeding the fans of what they like to see and hear, you're gonna build an audience a lot faster.
tell him.
Yo, E, what's poppin', little bro? Man, stop playing, man. We going viral right now. We #1, man. We #1 in the world.
Lately, I've been thinking lately so much about you.
Now that Soulja Boy is signed to Interscope with Crank That Soulja Boy, now that he has a bigger company behind him, he already had his audience and fans. He just needed the extra income to be able to push his projects a lot further. I mean, all the young people around his age were already making Crank That videos with his song. They just needed merchandise to buy, and that's what Soulja Boy gave them. It hit the Hot 100 Billboard as well as the Hot Ringmasters charts. During the 50th Grammy Awards, Soulja Boy was nominated with the Crank That Soulja Boy, but lost to Kanye West and T-Pain's Good Life. Soulja Boy finally released his album, Soulja Boy Tell 'Em, which was released in United States on October 2nd, peaking at number 4 on both Billboard 200 and R&B and hip hop charts. Through all the success that Soulja Boy created for himself, the roles that he built came more competition for him. Because Soulja Boy figured out that it's so easy to just post your music on these platforms, many other independent artists started to follow him. And the fans that was on these roads started noticing them as well, which kept Soulja Boy working even harder because he was like the leader of this pack. And this would be the downfall of Soulja Boy and also the depression of Soulja Boy.
Soulja, she make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it, yeah, she make it clap, clap, clap. But that dope bro, fresh out the trap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap. I hit from the back, walking the club and I thumb through the rings.
Huh? I'm 26 now. That shit over with, boy. I'm shitting niggas, boy. I'm face and shit, head shot and shit. I'm knocking niggas the fuck out. All that, nigga, that shit over with.
Soulja Boy, who was once a happy rapper, dancing, making funny videos, became a more disgruntled rapper. He started to become negative, upset with other rappers. He started to build his ego up so high that he didn't even embrace upcoming rappers. Well, maybe a few, but the majority, it was competition for him. And I don't think Soulja Boy knew how to deal with it. Imagine creating something that gave you success and now everyone can use it for free and become just as successful that you was. And this just kept happening and Soulja Boy kept seeing it and he grew angry and angrier and angrier. All this negative energy that Soulja Boy was putting out about rappers, about him being the best, about him being the reason why a lot of these rappers bloomed, will return to him as negative energy. Soulja Boy would get robbed. People would break in his house, try to take his valuable things. Soulja Boy would get so upset he would start hanging around with gang members and affiliate himself and his brand with guns.
I sat back 2018, I sat back 2017, and watch all you lame man rap niggas, bro, sit down and fuck the whole rap game up, bro, trolling this shit, bro.
That was Soulja Boy's brand now. He was no longer dancing anymore. He was mainly holding guns, pointing them at cameras, because all the frustration that had built up was really beating down on him. After a while, Soulja Boy's frustration just took him to a whole nother dark place. He was once a happy rapper, but ended up being the mad rapper. I think what Soulja Boy forgot is what gave him the success in the first place. What I mean by gave him the success, when God gave you a talent to give to the people and you forget that, you will start to go down in a dark place. And this is what happened to Soulja Boy. He forgot the gift that he was given. The gift that Soulja Boy was given was entertaining the fans, making fans feel happy, dancing, coming up with steps. People wasn't really stuck on the lyrics of the music, but they were stuck on the dance. And I think because of Soulja Boy's frustration of this path he created, so many people started to follow his footprint, it bothered him. So here's the thing, let's just take a step back. And looking at what he created as an art in the path, Soulja Boy looked at it different. He felt like he should be the only one on this path. Yes, Soulja Boy is the first artist on YouTube. Because nobody wanted to give Soulja Boy his flowers, and I think that bothered him as well. Throughout the years, Soulja Boy walked around with frustration. But he still was a marketing genius. Soulja Boy had to think like a business executive. He started to get into ringtones. He started to get into video games. He started to market his brand with merchandising. And guess what? All the other artists started to do it too. It was just crazy because whatever Soulja Boy created would blow up and get him relevant again. And guess what? Everyone would just follow that same path. Soulja Boy created a lot. He will remain a legend of this time and always will be remembered as the person that started this whole internet promotion and marketing for music. And if it wasn't for Soulja Boy, YouTube wouldn't be as big as it is today.